Well, he's there, man. Thomas Tuchel's back in amongst. We got the whole team back. And now we're living lavish again, you know. We've actually got a little bit of a tactical breakdown, you know, a piece of paper just over here with Thomas Tuchel's strats on. And you know, this is really the key to taking down the metal. I really do feel like, you know, all of the managers right now, they seem to think that a 4-4-2 and all of that is the best. And they're just getting taken down. And Thomas Tuchel was like, here you go, lad, have a little look at this. You know, the centre mids, you know, stay back while attacking, covering that centre. You know, making sure to cover those spaces. Come back on defence, you know, cut inside, he said to Insigne. He said to Mertens, you know, getting behind. And then, of course, kind of free roaming and getting in behind from Chiesa, kind of going in. And what he'll do is he'll kind of tuck in on those inside spaces, while Cuadrado is going in the wider spaces and doing the most. So I think we're basically just kind of cruising through div rivals at this point in time. And you know, this new team in the door, looking a bit shaky there. But, you know, this new team, well, it's technically actually the old team that Thomas Tuchel has managed to get back after Jurgen Klopp tried to kind of seize power at the club. And, you know, it's really good to have him back. And we're looking straight away at our training ground to do the most. As my guy Chiesa coming through 1-0 within 28 minutes. And I'll tell you, there was kind of this energy around the stands. And you could really feel it now that this team's back. They're so happy to see the return of the likes of Insigne. You know, Milinkovic-Savic, Mertens. And here they are again with Mertens. Back for Insigne. What can he do here? And he dinks a keeper. My guy Alisson. He's in the mud. And it's 2-0 within 39 minutes, man. And we're climbing. We're really looking to climb through division rivals ready before FUT Champions. And, you know, at the end of the day, we have to try and get that elite division. As, you know, I think a lot of the kind of rewards and stuff like that, and a lot of the spoils of war are basically on division rivals this year. So Thomas Tuchel, you know, we've given him that longer term contract now at Lego Padme FC. He's been able to get that from the board, and you know, it's looking good. Like, the club is in safe hands. I really do believe that the club is in safe hands under Thomas Tuchel. You know, he's already proven that he's a top manager. He's got 2 rank 1 finishes. We finished, you know, rank 1 in the first FUT Champs, rank 1 in the second FUT Champs, and in qualifications as well. You know, we got rank 1 in both. So Thomas Tuchel, he is really, for me, at the top of the list right now in terms of managers. We should be kind of just, you know, given a lot of time at this club. So we get an easy dub there, you know, really just rinsing them. Lego Padme in full voice in Division 3. We're looking to break into that Div 2 and get the win streaks going once more. And, you know, this team looking good here. We've got the likes of Sterling, De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes, Salah. You know, they're all in amongst it. But Cuadrado going down this right-hand side as the manager sent through a message. You know, the previous manager wasn't too happy at all with the team and the play style. But Chiesa coming through and he's wriggling through. What a finish from the boy. What a finish, and we live in lavish. We're all living lavish, man. As my guy Skriniar just kind of out of position there, trying to actually breach through the lines, and he's ended up, you know, we get punished, and that is ultimately the top level. And I think there was a little bit of a sense of, I think what Thomas Tuchel was starting to sense throughout some of these games is that because it's division rivals and not FUT Champs, some of the players are not quite playing to their absolute optimal levels. They're not, you know, they're not fully going for it. They're kind of taking it a little bit too easy at times. And, you know, you notice that as the games go on, they're taking it a little bit too easy. But, you know, they're making it look easy as well. You know, 3-1, another game, done, just like that. And I think we had 77% possession, so really kind of dominant in that game. Yeah, man, we're laughing again. So, you know, we're really starting to get the wins going. And I really think that it's just lucky for me, Joe O'Brien and Shannon Cannon, that we kind of found out early, I have to say, about Jurgen Klopp's kind of, I don't know, it was all a little bit strange because, like I say, there was that guy called Sheev Palpatine, and he's one of the board members, and it just looked like he wanted to get Jurgen Klopp and try and get this kind of a bit more power. And it's like, you know, the board of directors last year were looking a little bit kind of a bit rough there, you know, locking down the coins at times and stopping us from spending the rags. And this year, there is, like, they have been better for the most part, but there's just signs that perhaps some of those board members, they're a little bit kind of corrupt. There's a little bit of corruption because they said that not everyone signed off on Jurgen Klopp being a manager as well. So, yeah, it's scary stuff, man. But, you know, I think someone was trying to put it on Django Fett as well because Joe O'Brien was doing a bit of digging and he was trying to find out kind of who's behind all of this. And apparently Django Fett came up on like a DNA scanner or something like that. But we later found out it wasn't anything to do with the boy Django, and someone was trying to really set him up. So, you know, it's all a little bit scary, but, you know, Thomas Tuchel's looking to do the most here, and we're living lavish once more. And yeah, man, I've been having chats with Lego Padme recently, and, you know, just kind of going out and about. And we went yesterday to Dexter's Diner, and he was serving up spaghetti hoops. And I haven't had spaghetti hoops in quite a time, and it was just really kind of a lavish vibe, you know, just sitting ever so cozy with a spag hoops and not having a chat with Lego Pads. And she says that, you know, she's really, really happy with the finishes right now in FUT Champions, you know, getting rank 1. And, you know, who else do you want to hear the praise from? Like, hearing it straight from Lego Padme, there's practically no better feeling. So, you know, if we can just keep this going, that's really what I want to do. I just want to keep this success going, rank 1, and keep Lego Padme happy, because ultimately that's what it's about. You know, the fans are happy as well. They've been loving life. They've still been going to the theatres and stuff like that. And even though, you know, we are using this training ground in a lot of these games, there's still, I think you can tell there's kind of like this vibe right now that Thomas Tuchel is back in. And they were just all celebrating. As soon as he arrived, he kind of arrived in a shuttle with the team. And there was some fans that were at kind of like the meet and greet and all that, and the interviews of Thomas Tuchel coming back with the team. And they were loving it. As you can see by the way, though, the 5 at the back, people, I think a lot of managers really struggling, because, you know, like, Spinazzola's getting that space, allowing Insigne to come in on the inside space. And look at this. This is a tough team we're up against here. And the 2-1 comes through. Mertens, what a goal. Cuadrado coming through. Chiesa. Insigne, what a save. I think that was Donnarumma. And this manager just had enough of the boy, man. And, you know, we're just grinding up through. We're really grinding up through as we get another win. And that manager was not happy at all. He actually had quite a lot of words to say. And Shannon Cannon was like, all right, lad, all right, champ, you know, take it easy, champ. And he had to kind of push him to the side a bit. And, you know, just one of the perks of having my guy Shannon Cannon Briggs. And, yeah, man, I think he's one of the lads that has kind of got this fight back in the team as well. You know, he's every single game, I've said it in the past, that he's kind of got this mantra of, you know, I'm the champ. And getting people to say, I'm the champ. And I caught Insigne saying it during the game, I'm the champ. He actually says it as he goes past some of the fans there. And I think some of the cameras and the microphones picked it up. He's saying, I'm the champ, I'm the champ. And they're kind of constantly amped up. You know, I think that's what Shannon Cannon can bring to the table. He kind of brings this energy and this aura that really transmutes into the players. And they really feel it. You know, they feel it every second. And, you know, with the fans as well, I think you just get that energy even more. So, you know, the team's really struggling as we're hitting them on the counter again. You know, a lot of teams, you know, they're setting up in the 4-4-2, so 4-2-3-1s, what have you. And they're just getting caught on the counter once again. My guy Mertens coming through. The fans loving that, man. And they're getting caught again and again, once again. Forward, Chiesa, and he's rapid, man. I really don't think that a lot of people are rating Chiesa, like, for some reason. Like, the guy is so quick. He's so good on the ball. His agility is really good as well. And Cuadrado getting involved here. Lovely little spin, Cuadrado. And he's getting involved with the action, man. Look at that. Lego Padme just thriving. And, you know, we're getting ready for... I will actually reveal right now that we're currently in contract talks with another manager who is going to be kind of sharing the workload with Thomas Tuchel for the upcoming FUT Champions. So we're currently kind of in the interviewing process of kind of taking the ladder around. And I'm really excited to potentially bring in this new manager, but I won't say who it is just yet. As Ronaldo in this team, I mean, we're facing tougher teams. The teams are getting tougher. Szczesny only getting a hand to that as Inaki Williams gets the goal lasso. And bear in mind, so far, we are completely unbeaten under Thomas Tuchel in division rivals. You know, we're looking to kind of keep that going. As Spinazzola finding that space. And that's where you find as well, the wing-back's always got that space. He spots Mertens. Can't quite get the ball across, but the wing-backs are the ones causing all the threat, and they just don't really know what to do. You know, tactically, a lot of these managers. So, Chiesa getting the ball. What a finish, Alisson. Not saving that, man. You're not saving that at all. And my guy Barella coming through, Insigne, operating in that inside space. And once again, you know, Spinazzola looking to get involved. And, you know, he's kind of making that run on that outside space. Spinazzola taking on Hakimi. And here he is. Savage now. Milinkovic. Savage could unwind one. And he rips it, man. He rips it, man. Alisson getting done by Milinkovic Savage. And the guy's a legend at the club, man. And that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of the fans are so happy to see this team back, to see Savage back. You know, this is a lad that I've worked with in the past as well. You know, I've actually been with Milinkovic Savic for quite a time. You know, my previous clubs before Lego Padme. And, you know, we're now climbing through Div 2 with the boy. And he's looking to live lavish as we're coming up against a 4-2-2 setup, which is, you know, can be quite difficult with the 2 strikers applying the pressure. But I think having those 3 centre-backs, what people don't realise of why the 5 at the back is countering these teams so well, is that, you know, you've got 3 in the middle versus their 2 strikers a lot of the time, and they really, you know, they want to go man-to-man. They want to try and, you know, take on the players, as Curdrado having a, you know, a bit of a worldie from the boy, but, you know, they're trying to take on the centre-backs in 1v1s, but we're just not allowing them to do that. We're hitting them with the 3v2s, and then we're hitting them on the counter-charges. And you can see a lot of these goals are coming from the counter-attacks, and they can't really seem to handle them, as Anarchy Williams finding a bit of space here. Anarchy Williams just driving on through and bangs it, and I tell you what, this Anarchy Williams that Jubba's selling right now is kind of like a supercharged Anarchy Williams. He's kind of supercharged for boy, and I tell you, he's looking rough. Like, the guy is looking good, man. Savage kind of looking to do the most here. Insigne picks it up on the edge of a box. My guy Spinazzola back to Savage. They're trying to get the triangles going, but they're just about intercepting. And my guy Koulibaly really stepping out. And that's what we love to see, you know, centre-backs that are controlling those half spaces where even when they're coming forward, they're just straight onto them. You know, straight away. Savage picking out my guy Mertens. Little spin on for Chiesa. And he does him, man. 2-1. My. And that's the end of that game as well. And, you know, we're really actually looking towards Division 1 now. You know, it's a very real possibility that all of a sudden we could actually be going to Division 1. So Insigne once again in that inside space. Spinazzola down this left-hand side. Looking to do some magic. Spinazzola cutting in, cutting out, doing the magic. Here's Insigne. Still Insigne. Gets the ball across. My guy Mertz. And I tell you what, I'm just looking at this through pastels again. It's literally just sat on my desk this whole time. And it's like, man's just got to get stuck in or something. Like, I'm thinking of saving it till Christmas, you know, Merry Crimbo type thing. And, I mean, Christmas, it's weird to think that Christmas is actually coming soon. Now, it's getting a little bit scary, man. Like, what's man going to get for Christmas? You know, the new Xbox isn't even in stock. And I was thinking of getting that PS5 type thing as well. But I don't know, man. I mean, man's got, like, the Xbox Series S. And that is actually, like, a half-decent console for 250 quid. I mean, it's the only one in stock right now. You know, everyone else is just kind of gobbling up the stock as soon as it gets out there. Like, Jobber is releasing the package. And he's like, you know, as soon as he drops it, there's lads everywhere just kind of straight onto it, man. I was flying into Coruscant earlier to the shopping centre. And Jobber was dropping them off. And straight away, they just go, man. And, you know, it's tough. It really is tough because, you know, we've got to be getting the new, like, the latest and greatest. Although, like I say, I've got the Series S. But it's like, you know, just for a slightly better thing. But nonetheless, you know, back in amongst it, we are actually so close to Div 1 now. We're up against a pretty tough team here. Ousmane Dembele coming down this right-hand side looking to take us on with a little spin. Still Ousmane Dembele. Oh, my. Gets a little tackle there. Fekir, though. Fekir looking to spin. Here is Fekir. Still going Fekir. Oh, my. And he's done us. And Lego Padme wasn't too happy with that, you know, just applying her makeup and all of that. I think as that goal went in, she wasn't too happy. And, you know, we've been kind of, like, setting up these holo calls with Lego Padme because she has to sit up in the board of directors' office a lot of the time because that's just kind of requirements. And, you know, I'd like her to sit next to me in the lumbar support chairs like the prototype things. But I think they've actually got some executive, as Spinazzola doing the most here. I think they've got some really good kind of executive lumbar support chairs up in the board of directors stuff. Like I'm hearing that, you know, there's even better versions than the prototypes that I've got a hold of right here in the dugout. So, you know, I'd love to test those out at some point. But, you know, Lego Pads obviously being one of the first to sit in it, and I think rightly so, to be honest. So Mertens, you know, getting it back to 2-2. We end up drawing that game. So it's not quite what we wanted. You know, we really wanted that win. But we end up with a draw, but still unbeaten. You know, we're looking good as we're I think, now it's going to be 2 wins from getting Division 1. So once again, a supercharged Inaki Williams. We're coming up against him, man. And, you know, Jabba did warn me before the game. He was like, this lad, you know, he knows how to use my guy. You got to be ever so careful. It's Chiesa coming through in the 4th minute, catching them cold on the counter, man. That's what we love to see. But Inaki Williams here, the supercharged boy, gets it, spins it, left foot. I thought he's 2-star weak foot, man. I said that to Jobs. I was like, lad, 2-star weak foot. You having a laugh? And then he started laughing. And I was like, oh, no. You know, now we're really in danger. But we go 2-1 up. My guy Spinazzola getting involved. Usman Dembele on for Fekir. Back for Inaki Williams. And he bangs. 2-2. It's dangerous, man. And Tuchel was kind of screaming at the players like, lads, you're playing this like it's Div Rivals. You need to be playing this like it's FUT Champs. You need to be, like, trying harder. But they just weren't. Like, he was saying it after the game, actually. But, like, you know, you could tell these players just weren't at it. As Inaki Williams getting it here. Koulibaly gets done. Inaki Williams, and he bangs in the 86th, just before the 87th. And that's our first ever loss under Thomas Tuchel in division rivals. And literally, I can't even tell you how serious Thomas Tuchel was. It was like, lads, sometimes you do need to win. Sometimes you do need to lose in order to play at your best and to realise your mistakes. We're up in it now. And all of a sudden, Thomas Tuchel started, you know, piling on the green tea, the spaghetti cubes, and the chicken nuggets and chips and all of that. And no joke, right? The ham and cheese. No joke, the team started playing at another level. And when, like, I've never seen a Thomas Tuchel team play at this level. They're dominating the ball all of a sudden, playing a lot more possession as we go 2-0 up in this game. And the other the managers are running now. And, you know, it's almost like, I remember in the alternate universe when Arsenal played against Chelsea and it was Antonio Conte, and Antonio Conte got done in. And then they suddenly start playing really well. It's kind of like that. Sometimes it takes that loss to really get you to realise the mistakes and really just take it to the next level. And that's exactly what Thomas Tuchel was doing here. So we win the first game. Obviously, we're in the second here. Chiesa looking for a bit of room. Chiesa, lovely play. Ball across for Savage. It's 1-0 in the 54th. And they were just looking so much more solid. Like, they, I don't know, defensively looking rock solid. And, you know, holding a lot more of the ball there. Szczesny making a big save. Manolas, he knows exactly where to put it. You know, that is training ground stuff right there. You know, knowing where the space is straight away. And Insigne is in on goal here. My guy Insigne, keeper comes off his line. Doesn't quite fall. Mertens. It's Chiesa. And that's that. 2-0. My, 70th minute now. My guy, Mertens. What's he looking to do? Mertens. Free for Chiesa. And he rips it, man. Top corner. And that's another. I can't even describe, like I say, just how much better they are suddenly playing. It's like they suddenly up the levels. And now people are really struggling. A really good team here. Mane in form, you know, supercharged and all of that. You've got all kind of supercharged players in this team. And they actually started off really brightly there. Bruno Fernandes finding the space to make it 1-0. And Thomas Tuchel is like, right, lads, come on. Like, I know you've got another level to you. Like, let's show it here. And Insigne getting this down the left-hand side. Kyle Walker trying to come across. Insigne does a boy. And now he's bearing down on goal. Insigne on for Savage. And he bangs. 1-1. Now we're looking to scream. Lego Padme on her feet, man. And it takes a lot to get out of that lumbar support chair. You know, this is the level beyond the prototype. Obviously, the fans are sitting in the older versions. But, you know, the older versions are really nice as well. A lovely pick by Savage. Insigne for Mertens. It's 2-1 in the 18th. And we're picking teams apart. Like I say, they're playing to that next level. They're playing into the spaces. They're controlling the game. And I think that, you know, it's positional play. It's possession. And they're just, you know, having that possession really helps you to control the game. And just, like, defensively be a lot more solid as we get the ball there, trying to get it in the goal, man, and we're just all over them at this point. They can't get out. Savage trying to find the space. Savage, he actually takes down Kyle Walks there. He might not walk again in a second if he comes up against the boy again, type thing with his shoulders. My guy Insigne skipping away. Mertens. It's the next level. Under Thomas Tuchel, bringing a safe and secure society. The guy is literally screaming. I don't even know what to say. 3-1. And we're in Division 1 now. You know, we're in amongst some of the higher end teams. You know, we're getting closer to that elite division. And they're playing like an elite level club. As we get the ball in for Savage. And he bangs. in the next game. And those goals are oh so important. You know, you need a couple of set-piece goals here and there. And Savage is that kind of lad that can pop up and get you those goals in the big games. You know, the big goals that decide the big games. As the ball goes through for my boy Chiesa, looking to take him on. My guy Cuadrado in that space, in that inside space, and they're really struggling. Cuadrado round the keeps, across for Mertens. It's 2-0 in the 70th. And you notice the goals that we're conceding. Where are they? You know, I think we conceded 1 goal in the last, like, 3 games as soon as Thomas Tuchel is up the levels. And these are in, you know, Division 1. And you know, there's not really an answer for us at the moment as they try and get the ball through. Llorente, Barella making a tackle. Here is Savage on for Mertens. Can he work a bit of magic now? Insigne on that inside space. And he's waiting for the boy Spinazzola. But that actually opens up even more space for Chiesa now. On this right-hand side, past Mendy. Still Chiesa. Savage looks to take him on. He goes down. My guy Rafael Varane trying to get stuck in. It's a lovely finish by Mertens to make it 1-0. And, you know, so tough to concede when we're controlling these games. As Savage comes through on another corner, man. And now they got to score 2 goals if they want to get back in the game. That's the tough, you know, really tough ask when we're playing that positional play and we're really holding that possession. As Mertens actually puts the final nail in the coffin there to make it 3-0. No goals conceded yet again. You know, 1 goal in 4 games. Wow. Division 1 is actually kind of getting rinsed up here. You know, we're looking so close to that elite division now, and the win streaks coming in hot as another, you know, top team. A really top team up against us again. And, you know, these are top managers. A lot of these are actually just Empire officers, you know, officers from the Empire that are looking to do the most. As we get the ball here with Chiesa. He's got a little bit of room up against Hernandez. Here's Cuadrado. Finds that inside space for Chiesa. And it's a lovely little 1-2. Just using that wing back to drag across that left back there. And then all of a sudden, you know, we've got that inside space with Chiesa where you can just go at him. And you notice again, you know, we're not really getting broken down. As my guy Mertens finds a space, and it's a lovely turn and finish. Absolutely exquisite stuff, to be honest with you, man. And it's still 2-0. As Cuadrado finding that space down the right-hand side. Chiesa working on that inside space again. Back for Cuadrado. Cuadrado could get it across. Falls for Insigne. Shot on and it's saved. My goodness me, look at the dominance, man. Koulibaly stepping out. Savage on for Mertens. Back for Savage. Back for Mertens. Tries to get it across. It's Mertens. And he finishes. My. 3-0, 67th minute, Division 1. Barella trying to work a bit of magic here. Mertens, back for Barella. Barella's through the offside trap. Completely flops and Insigne makes it 4. My. Now actually finishes 4-1, so we do end up conceding the goal in the end. But an absolutely dominant display. It never really looked like they were in the game up against us here. So, you know, we're doing really well. We actually are very, very close to elite divisions. And I think Thomas Tuchel said, all right, lads, we'll pick it up next week. And, you know, now we've got to focus on FUT Champions. I've got to finish trying to get this other manager in the door to kind of help share the workload with Thomas Tuchel for this upcoming FUT Champions. And, yeah, man, now we're looking to get the rewards in as well. You know, the rewards looking a little bit tasty. What are we saying type thing? Division 1 rewards. We're getting the 30k in. You know, Job has sent it straight through, my guy Jobs. And then, you know, we've got to be taking the coins at the end of the day. He was like, what do you want? You know, I've got 3 options for you here. And I said, lad, I'll take the coins, because coins right now are worth, you know, well, I think they're worth more than a lot of players, because the players just, you know, the market's not looking the best. And Job was like, lad, you're absolutely correct. So, chaps and chapheads, I'll see you in the GIF for FUT Champs. We'll be doing the most. Trust.